So I've just ordered myself an Uber, right? And get this, the Uber driver rings me up and says to me, can you come and meet me at where his location was? And I checked on the map and it was like a kilometre. He wanted me to walk a kilometre to get the Uber when I'm paying for it to come to me, to take me where I want to go. The cheek of it. I think this is the nicest Uber I've been in. It's very clean. I think maybe the driver's a bit shy. Bless him. I'll tell you what, my first impressions of this place already far. Whoa! What happened? I don't know what I was saying before. I think I was saying already that I'm way more impressed with this place than I was compared to Delhi. And just as I was saying that, there was a guy lying in the middle of the roundabout on the road, and there was also a cow. I didn't film it because I thought it was a bit insensitive, but there was a cow also in the middle of the road, and it turned out the cow had booted him, knocked him to the floor. I mean, I probably shouldn't laugh, but I mean, it was funny. So my Uber driver decides to drop me off early and then tells me I have to walk the rest of the way. Yeah, this place is already better than the previous place I stayed in Delhi. Got their own plug sockets, light, and a fan, which is really cool. And privacy curtains. So I think he said there's a rooftop area. So I'm just gonna have a quick look. Yeah, this is way better. I'm knackered. Walking up them stairs has killed me. I tell you what, when you come to a country like this and you see the state of how they live, it makes you really appreciate where you come from in life. Extremely grateful for what I have and the life that I live. So the guy at the hotel has recommended me to this restaurant, which is near the Golden Temple. He highly recommends it. And he said it isn't spicy, because I don't think my stomach can handle it today. Yeah, this is a way different vibe compared to Delhi. Completely different. Just through that entrance there is where the famous Golden Temple is. So I feel really guilty because I went to have a look at that restaurant that he recommended, but it turns out it's not even there. I didn't really have high hopes for it originally because, well, what with my luck already in this trip. So I've come to this place, which I've ordered a sandwich and some chips. So it's not exactly local cuisine, but I'm getting desperate. Time's ticking, so I just settled. Well, I only probably managed about half of that sandwich. As soon as I started eating it, I started to feel really sick. I have no idea what's going on with me at the moment. I just feel like crap. When I was coming out of the cafe, I was greeted with this sight. So I've decided I'm gonna go have a look inside Golden Temple. I'll show you. So apparently the reason why it's so busy is because this place hosts tens of thousands of people every single day. In the daytime and in the nighttime. Every single day. So I just went to go inside, and apparently you're not allowed to go in wearing shorts. So the deal is you can rent some trousers. And I think you have to wear a headpiece as well, which you can rent, and they're both free. So I'm gonna get myself some bougie attire and then I'm gonna head inside. Okay, so no, we are aborting that mission. I'm gonna head back to the hotel because they don't have any trousers and they want me to buy some, and I'm not doing that when I've got some in the hotel. So I'm gonna head back, and actually I probably need to do some planning for the next few days. Good morning. I'm actually feeling much better this morning. So on the cards today, I'm gonna head back down to the Golden Temple, but this time I'm going to take some longer trousers so I can actually get in and get some good videos and photos of it. Okay, so let's start again. So today I have decided that I am going to go back to the Golden Temple, but this time I'm going to go inside because, as you know, last night I didn't manage to get in because I didn't have suitable trousers. Okay, so I got the headgear. I just need to now find a space so I can go put on my trousers. I think this is a new look for me. I think I'm going to stick with this for the rest of my trip. I don't know what you think. If you're a white person visiting here, I would always recommend leaving enough time for celebrity photo shoots and conversations, because everybody wants to talk to you. So before you actually enter the temple, it is also recommended that you wash your hands and your feet. It looks like mayhem. Okay, so attempt number 1 was a fail. Firstly, you're not allowed to go in there with selfie sticks. And then came back and flagged me and asked to check my bag. And I put my sandals in there. And apparently you're not allowed to take them in there. So I have to go back to leave them at this desk. I don't know. Either way, my first attempt was a fail. Okay, so basically what you do is you leave your shoes there and you get a token. When you go back, you give them your token, you get your shoes back. So now I'm going to try and see if I can get in again. So this will be attempt number 2. Second time round was a success. So I have no idea on what the rules are in filming in this place, because some places... No video. This will probably be the one and only video that I can actually get where I'm talking with the Golden Temple. Because every time I try and film, I'm always getting told to put my camera away, so I've got to be quick. Well, that did not go as well as I hoped. I went in there with the intentions to video and to get as many photos as I could. There are heaps of signs saying cameras and phones are prohibited. Actually, when I Googled it, it said you can take photos. So I don't know whether I just came at a wrong time or if it's during prayers, I don't know. But I couldn't actually do any proper videos. Basically, there's like guards walking around the perimeter and they've all got like spears in their hands. You don't want to take the mickey by taking pictures and videos, especially when they tell you not to, because it could quite easily jab you in the head. I didn't want that. I think basically what you have to do is you just got to be discreet. So I'm actually heading back to my hotel now because I have a trip booked to, I can't remember the name, so I'll have to tell you when I get there because I've forgotten. Okay, the trip that I'm going on is to the border between India and Pakistan, the Wagah Border, also known as the beating retreat ceremony, which is held every single evening. And basically it's a military practice, a military drill that's done every evening. And it's a symbol of the rivalry between both nations. So I think there is around 7 of us on this tour, and they're going to take us in the tuk-tuk, which is about an hour's drive to the border. I think they stop along the way for some food. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be really interesting.
Today I have 2 nights to, but I need to give him 11 gates for rebuilt by building. So guys, this old building is...
So we have just done a pit stop. Well, that was bloody lovely. I have no idea where my group is. I think I'm lost. Oh bugger. Oh yep, they're here.
Money and unit.
Well, we made it through the border, or passport control. It's actually quite remarkable that the amount of people that come here every single day to view this. The flag is massive. It's a pretty epic sight that is. So bad news. I've been separated from my crowd. I have no idea where they are. I'm now all on my own. This is crazy. So what you can see there, where I was pointing, is actually the border between Pakistan and India. So the view looks a little bit different, and that's because what we did is we decided to swap areas. So we started off at the top area, and a couple of the guys that we're with, they decided to move down to the bottom area. And I was like, yeah, go on, I'll give it a shot. And then we ended up here, and we've actually got better seats. So the ceremony is finished and everyone is scarpering to get back to the car. It's crazy. So finally made it back to the hotel. So for the evening, my plan, as I didn't get to go to the Golden Temple last night, I decided that this evening, the guys that are on the tour, they're all going to the Golden Temple. We're going to go as a big group. Okay, good morning, welcome, hello, bonjour. How do I say in Hindi? Namaskar. So this morning, we are heading to the most famous restaurant in Amritsar. And it has been there since the 1950s. Exclusively famous for its culture. And obviously I need to introduce you, my friend here.
Hi, my name is Arun.
I've been calling him the wrong name for the past all day yesterday. So I feel really bad. He was on our tour. He is from India. He's actually from South India, which is somewhere I will be going on my trip. I just forgot to add in the most important fact about this guy. This guy is a doctor. Yeah, so basically this restaurant is a must go. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't eat in the morning, but I am making an exception for this place. Okay, we've made it. Let's go and try this food out. That was definitely one of the best meals that I have had since I've arrived in this country, by far. And I can see why it's a popular place. We've ended up in the Jallianwala Bagh, which is an everlasting symbol of non-violent and peaceful struggle for freedom by Indians and the tyranny of the British. It is marked with blood of Indians martyred here by General Dyer, who opened fire on unarmed innocent people protesting against the Rowlatt Act on the 13th of April 1919. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how do I know that? Because I've just read it from here. I'm a cheat. I'm a fraudster. But if you look around, these gardens are beautiful. Such a surprise when you enter here, because from the outside, you wouldn't think that this place exists. It's almost as if you're stepping into a whole new world. All you can hear is just birds are singing and crickets, and you're just surrounded by like natural beauty. But I feel like I've got my own little tour guide hanging around with this guy. We are heading to a place that does the famous lassi, which is a typical Indian drink made with yogurt, and it's supposed to be extremely good for your digestive system. This is definitely one of the pumpiest rickshaws that I've been in. Well, that was bloody lovely. It was almost sort of like a kefir, like a fermented yogurt. Yeah, it was really flavourful, really nice. This is him saying goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.
Until we meet again.
Yeah.
I'm learning that this is all part of the backpackers lifestyle. People come and people go. It's sad, but at the same time, it's a really happy, joyful moment knowing that you're meeting new people. So I have been given a recommendation for a restaurant. At the moment, I'm not having the best of luck with recommendations. So I'm not gonna hold out too much hope for this place. These roads are so narrow, and yet you have tuk-tuks and scooters and heaps of people all trying to cram down these tiny little alleyways. Well, I've made it to the restaurant, but it's bloody closed. I'm not having much luck with recommendations, so maybe like 10 minutes. If it doesn't open in 10 minutes, I'm gonna go because it's so hot. I can't bother to sit around waiting all day. So it doesn't open for another hour, and I really cannot be bothered to stand here for an hour in this heat. It's crazy. So I'm going to abort this mission and I'm going to find food elsewhere. So luckily, that place was open, which was a different recommendation. It turned out to be a good result. It is checkout time now. I'm leaving Amritsar. In about an hour's time, I'm going to be getting on a bus and I'll be heading to Chandigarh. Although it's only been the second place I've come to, it now ranks as my favourite. It's that time again, back in a rickshaw. So I made it to the bus. Jeez Louise, it's hot. Had a little bit of time spare, so I thought I'd be a little bit adventurous and try out some proper street chai. It's actually recommended by one of the guys on the coach. It's different. The way they make it is pretty special. I probably should have videoed it really, but we stopped for a 10-minute pee break. This place is mental. I only wanted to get a chai and everyone keeps stopping me. So I think I've decided against that. So I'm just gonna chill instead. Sod that, it's too hot and way too noisy. I'm getting back on. Mental. Okay, so I have finally made it to Chandigarh. I have now gonna book myself an Uber, which is gonna take me to my apartment. This is the end of my Amritsar video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. This week has been a crazy week. I'm looking forward to the next week, as I think that's going to be even less crazier. I really hope you've enjoyed it just as much as I have been making it, and I hope to see you in the next one.